Hello and welcome to Daily News in AI Agents. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jordan. It's November 11th, 2025, and we've got a packed show for you today. From controversy at OpenAI to what investors are really looking for in the agentic AI space.
Let's jump right in with a story that's raising a lot of eyebrows. Stephen Adler, who used to lead product safety at OpenAI, has been speaking out on the Big Interview podcast, and he's directly calling out some of the company's claims, specifically around erotica.
This is a big deal, Alex. When a former head of product safety speaks, you listen. What exactly is he saying?
He's suggesting that there's a gap between what OpenAI says its bots can and can't do, and what users should actually know about their capabilities. The implication is that the guardrails might not be as robust as the company portrays, and users need to be more aware of the true nature of the models they're interacting with.
That really strikes at the heart of the trust issue, doesn't it? If we're going to have AI agents integrated into our lives, we need transparency. This isn't just about what the agents do, but about having a clear, honest picture of their limitations and risks from the companies building them.
Exactly. And speaking of trust, that brings us to our next story, which tackles the issue from a different angle: security. It's not just about trusting the asterisk behavior of an agent, but also verifying its identity.
That's a crucial point. How do you know the agent you're giving instructions to is the one you think it is, and not some rogue actor?
Well, AI Tech Park is reporting that Keyfactor has a new solution for this. They're using PKI-based identity to secure agentic AI.
PKI, for those who aren't familiar, that's public key infrastructure. Think of it like a digital passport or a birth certificate for an AI agent. It uses cryptography to prove the agent is legitimate.
That's right. It ensures cryptographic trust, especially in enterprise settings where an agent might be accessing sensitive data or executing critical tasks. This prevents unauthorized agents from causing chaos and ensures the commands are coming from a verified source. It's a sign the industry is maturing.
And that maturity is precisely what investors are looking for, which is a perfect segue to a piece from Bloomberg AI. They interviewed Hilary Frisch, a senior research analyst at ClearBridge Investments, about the AI trade.
What's her take? Are investors still just chasing the hype?
Not anymore, it seems. Frisch says investors are getting much more discerning. They're looking past the initial wow factor and focusing on practical applications, scalability, and a clear path to profitability. They want to see companies that are solving real business problems.
So they're looking for the companies building the tools and infrastructure for these agents to actually get work done reliably and securely.
Exactly. The foundational platforms are becoming just as important as the flashy models themselves. And here on Daily News in AI Agents, we've seen one name pop up constantly in that space.
You must be talking about Databricks. They've had a flurry of announcements that really align with what Frisch is talking about. It's like they're checking all the boxes for enterprise-grade AI.
They've certainly been busy. First, they announced their accelerating performance for customers on Google Cloud using the new Google Axion C4 AVMs. Faster data processing is the bedrock of effective AI.
Then there's their new document intelligence capability. They're calling it PDFs to production. The idea is to unlock all the information trapped in documents like reports, invoices, and research papers, and make it usable for AI agents.
That is a massive pain point for so many companies. But they're not just building the plumbing, they're also showcasing what's possible with it. I saw two really interesting use cases they published.
I think I know the ones. The first was an agentic food label reader, right, aimed at giving consumers more transparency about what's in their food by having an AI agent analyze the packaging.
That's the one. And the other was a two-part series on the automotive industry, all about using geospatial analytics. They're talking about implementing AI that can analyze massive amounts of location data to optimize supply chains or manage data from autonomous vehicles. It's complex, real world problem solving at scale.
From infrastructure to applications, it really demonstrates that enterprise-level agentic AI is moving from theory to practice. It's what those investors Hillary Frisch was talking about are looking for.
And with all this development, the community needs a place to gather and share what's next. It looks like the place to be at the end of this year is Dubai.
That's right. AI Tech Park is reporting that the Function One conference is coming back to Dubai on November 18th and 19th. After a huge success back in May, they're billing this as the largest year-end AI conference of 2025.
It shows just how global this movement is. A major AI conference in Dubai signals significant investment and interest from that part of the world. It'll be fascinating to see what new innovations and partnerships come out of that event.
It certainly will. So a really interesting day today. We're seeing this clear narrative emerge. As the hype settles, the focus is shifting to trust, security, and real-world, scalable deployment of AI agents.
Absolutely. The conversation is maturing from what if to how to build trust, how to ensure security, and how to deliver tangible value. The industry is growing up and it's happening fast.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Daily News and AI Agents.
We'll be back tomorrow with the latest. Have a great day.